Good morning. Let us continue with admission. Let us see question number 34. A, B and C are in partnership sharing profits in the ratio 5:4:1. Two new partners D and E are admitted and the new profit sharing ratio is 3:4:2:2:1. D is to pay rupees 90,000 for his share of goodwill, but E is unable to bring his share of goodwill. Both the new partners introduced rupees 1,20,000 each as their capital. You are required to pass necessary journal entries. First we have to calculate the sacrifice and then we have to calculate each share of goodwill. You can see that D is bringing rupees 90,000 for 2/12 share. On the basis of new profit share, we can assume or we can find out the profit share of D, which is 2/12, and on the basis of D's share we will calculate each share of goodwill. Since D is bringing 90,000 for 2/12, so E will be bringing 90,000 by 2 into 1, or alternatively we can also calculate the total goodwill of the firm. Here you can see if he is bringing 90,000 for 2/12, then total goodwill of the firm will be 90,000 by 2 into 12. Now this will be 5,40,000. So on the basis of this, each share of goodwill is 5,40,000 into 1/12. This is 45,000. Now let us see the sacrificing ratio or calculate the sacrifice. We will again use the formula sacrifice equals to old share minus new share. A sacrifice will be 5/10 old share minus 3/12. This is equal to 15/60. B sacrifice is 4/10 minus 4/12. This is equal to 4/60. In case of C, we will find that 1/10 minus 2/12, that means old share minus new share, is equal to minus 4/60, which means there is a gain for C. That means C will be debited. Now see who will be debited how much. E will be debited rupees 45,000 because E is unable to bring his share of goodwill, and then C will be debited since C is having a gain. So C will be debited 5,40,000 into 4/60, which is the gain, that is 36,000. Now A and B are the sacrificing partners. A will be credited 5,40,000 into 15/60, rupees 1,35,000. B will be credited 5,40,000 into 4/60, that is rupees 36,000. Now let us see the journal entries. Bank or cash account debited 3,30,000. So we have a compound entry for capital as well as goodwill brought by D. So since we can see D is bringing 90,000 for goodwill and both the partners are bringing 1,20,000 each for capital. So if you add the capital of both the partners, we will get 1,20,000 plus 1,20,000, that is 2,40,000. And 2,40,000 total capital brought by the new partners plus 90,000 brought by D, since D is only bringing his share of goodwill. So the amount brought is 90,000 plus 2,40,000, which is equal to 3,30,000. Then against which amount they are bringing to premium for goodwill brought by D is 90,000, and D and E are bringing 1,20,000 each for capital. Next entry for transferring the sacrifice or crediting the old partners for sacrifice, entry will be premium for goodwill debited 90,000. C's capital account, since C is old partner and C is having a gain, so C will be debited to the capital account rupees 36,000. E, since he is a new partner, so E will be debited to the current account 45,000, and A and B will be credited to capital accounts 1,35,000 and 36,000 respectively. Now solve some more questions which I have left, and let us come to the new topic. The new topic in page number 5.28 when goodwill account is opened. When the premium for goodwill is not brought in full or part by a new partner, then goodwill is raised for the amount not brought by the new partner and is written off immediately. When the goodwill account is opened, following journal entries are passed. So, premium for goodwill account debited, goodwill account debited. So, if unpaid part is there for that amount, goodwill account will be debited and the sacrificing partner will be credited in sacrificing ratio. Now, second entry, new partner's capital or current account debited to goodwill account. The unpaid share of goodwill for that amount, new partner's capital account will be debited and goodwill account will be created. That means we are writing off the goodwill. So there may be some questions from this topic, but one more important topic, one of the most important topics of the chapter is now hidden goodwill. What is hidden goodwill? There may be many questions in your examinations regarding this topic, so please understand it carefully. Sometimes the value of goodwill of the firm is not given. It has to be inferred, that means calculated on the basis of net worth or capital of the firm. For example, A and B, whose capital in the firm was 50,000 and 1 lakh respectively, share profits equally. They admit C into partnership and he brings rupees 60,000 as capital for 1/4 share. So you can see for 1/4 share C is bringing 60,000. So on that basis we will find out the net worth. This will be 60,000 into 4 by 1. That means just reciprocal of that. So the net worth of the firm will be 2,40,000. But actually what is the total capital? For A it is 50,000, B it is 1 lakh. So 50,000 plus 1 lakh plus for C or the new partner it is 60,000. So 50,000 plus 1 lakh plus 60,000. The total capital is 2,10,000 and net worth is 2,40,000. Now hidden goodwill is actually the difference between net worth and actual capital of partners. So it will be 2,40,000 minus 2,10,000, that is 30,000. So on the basis of that, rupees 30,000, new partner will bring goodwill or his share of goodwill. So since new partner is having 1/4 share, he will bring 30,000 into 1 by 4, which is 7,500. So this is what is called hidden goodwill. Then there is one more example, although it is same, so you can understand it well. Calculation of hidden goodwill, net worth or hidden goodwill of the firm on basis of capital brought in by incoming partners. So incoming partners capital into reciprocal. So again there is a example. Assume that incoming or new partner brings 5,000 for 1/5 share. So net worth will be 5,000 into 5 by 1, just opposite of the share or reciprocal of share. 5,000 into 5 by 1, it is 25,000. And capital of whole partners, although not given in this example, it is assumed that total of capital of whole partners plus capital of new partner is equal to 20,000. So difference between the two is 5,000, which is the hidden goodwill. So this is all about explanation of hidden goodwill. We will see some questions and then we will understand better. Let us see question number 38. A and B are partners in a firm with capital of rupees 60,000 and 1,20,000 respectively. They decide to admit C into the partnership for 1/4 share in the future profits. C is to bring in a sum of rupees 70,000 as his capital. Calculate amount of goodwill. So how can we calculate goodwill now? You can see C is bringing 70,000 for 1/4 share. So on that basis, total worth or net worth of the business will be 70,000 into 4 by 1, which is 2,80,000. Now calculate the total capital of partners, 60,000 plus 1,20,000. the capitals of old partners, plus 70,000 the capital of new partners. So total is 2,50,000. So hidden goodwill will be net worth of the firm 2,80,000 minus total capital of three partners 2,50,000. So goodwill or hidden goodwill in this question is rupees 30,000. Pratik brings, now question number 40. Read the question. Vinay and Naman are partners sharing profits in the ratio 4:1. Their capital were 90,000 and 70,000 respectively. They admitted Pratik for 1/3 share in profits. Pratik brought rupees 1 lakh as his capital. Since Pratik is bringing 1 lakh for 1/3 share, now net worth will be 1 lakh into 3/1, that is rupees 3 lakh. Now total capital of the partners 90,000 plus 70,000 plus 1 lakh, it is 2,60,000. So hidden goodwill will be 3 lakh minus 2,60,000, which is rupees 40,000. Now let us see question number 41. X and Y are partners with capitals of rupees 50,000 each. They admit Z as a new partner or as a partner for 1/4 share in the profits of the firm, and Z brings rupees 80,000 as his share of capital. Profit and loss account shows a credit balance of rupees 40,000 as on date of admission of Z. Now you can see profit and loss account has rupees 40,000. That means profit and loss account balance of 40,000 will first be distributed among X and Y equally, since no profit sharing ratio is given for X and Y. So we will assume that it will be equally for X and Y. So their capitals will now actually be 70,000 each, or however, for calculation of total capital of partners, we will add the amount of the profit, that is 40,000. So net worth of the firm is rupees 80,000, capital brought by new partner into 4, this is 3,20,000, and now total capital of partners is 50,000 plus 50,000 plus 80,000 plus 40,000. The profit is also added, since on the profit the old partners have the share. So it is 2,20,000. So like this, hidden goodwill is equal to 3,20,000 into 2,20,000, which is rupees 1 lakh. Now let us see the journal entries. Z is bringing rupees 80,000 as capital. It is clearly written in the question. So bank account debited to Z's capital account rupees 80,000. Nothing has been said about the capital brought by Z. So we assume that Z is not bringing any share for goodwill. So out of the total goodwill of 1 lakh, Z's share of goodwill is 1 lakh into 1/4, that is equal to 25,000. That means 25,000 is not brought by Z. So Z's current account will be debited 25,000. Now X and Y's capital account will be credited equally, since their sacrificing ratio is also equal. Since their profit sharing ratio is assumed to be equal, and nothing has been said about new profit share among the old partners X and Y. So it will automatically be assumed that sacrificing ratio between X and Y is 1:1. So the entry will be Z's current account debited 25,000 to X capital account, to Y's capital account 12,500 each. So this is the solution for question 41. Try some more questions and accordingly put your queries, and then we will solve some more questions in the next class. Thank you.